What's up YouTube? It's Susie Wong here, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I just want to take the time out to say welcome. On this channel, you're gonna see hair, makeup, and lifestyle videos. If you're interested in content like this, please consider supporting my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up and engage with me in the comment section. I answer all my subbies back. Any questions you have on this video or past videos, just put your question in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to get back to you ASAP. Don't forget to turn the post notification bell on so you do not miss future uploads. Now, let's get into the video. Just a disclaimer guys, before you try anything I'm about to say in this video, please do consult with your doctor or a nutritionist. This is just research that I did for myself and stuff that worked for me, and I'm sharing it with you guys. I've seen a lot of results from this and it's helped a lot of people that I know. So this is just me going more in depth and detail on the intermittent fasting portion of my weight loss journey. Now I know I've been MIA guys, please bear with me. I'm still getting a hang of having like 3 jobs. I have a full-time job in a hospital, I have my YouTube job, and I also am a mother. I have several hats that I wear and I'm still trying to get a hang of all of that stuff. So bear with me. The goal is 1 video per week. I'm still trying to get there. I know it's far-fetched, but bear with your girl. It's gonna get there soon enough. I promise it's gonna get there. I've seen a lot of love on my weight loss video and I am so overwhelmed and blown out of my mind by the amount of questions I've been getting and the amount of love I've been getting from that video, and hence to why we're doing this video on today, because I just want to clear up some things, get more in depth so you guys can understand what I did and how this intermittent fasting thing really worked for me so quickly. So I have my notes here with me and I'm just going to get into the intermittent fasting do's and don'ts 101. Get into all the tea, every single thing that I've been getting personally on Instagram, or even in the comment section of that video. I've been getting a few questions on what to eat, what not to eat, what to do during the eating window, or what to do when you're fasting. So I'm just gonna get into the video. Okay, so intermittent fasting 101. The first thing is intermittent fasting just means you're fasting intermittently. It's kind of self-explanatory, but sometimes people really don't get it. And it's different type of fasting, and fasting just means you have a period of time where you're not eating, you're not, you know, having any calorie intake, nothing. So there's different type of intermittent fasting. I'm gonna go through the 3 that I know about. The first one is the 8-16, 16-8, however you want to call it. So it's basically an 8-hour window for eating and a 16-hour window for fasting. You get to eat during 8 hours of the day that works best for you, and then the other 16 hours you do not have any calorie intake whatsoever. Then you have the 24-hour fast where you eat, a person will just, you will eat today, you'll have your meals today, no time frame, no nothing, and then the next day you will have nothing at all to eat for 24 hours. And then you have the 1 meal per day fasting, which basically you eat 1 meal per day and that's it, and the rest of the hours you're fasting. So those are the 3 different types of intermittent fasting I know about, and frankly I don't think you should go 24 hours without eating anything. I don't think that's healthy for your body. I don't think 1 meal a day is beneficial to anybody's body, whether you have, you know, medical issues or not. I just don't think that's conducive to somebody's health, whether you're a healthy person or not. So the intermittent fasting that I choose to do is the 8-16. I have an 8-hour window of eating and I have a 16-hour window of fasting. Now, just because you have 8 hours to eat does not mean you get to eat whatever you want and eat however you want and it's gonna work. It will not work for you that way. Please refer back to my first video about how I lost 40 pounds in 2 months, and it basically breaks everything down for you on how to make intermittent fasting work really good, like, you know, to get the best benefits of intermittent fasting. So you still have to watch your diet, you still gotta watch, you know, what you're what you're putting into your body, because if you're trying to be healthy, losing weight is not just about dropping pounds. It should be more of a, you know, healthy lifestyle change. And if you're just doing it to drop pounds really quick, then maybe you should look into like keto, or, you know, one of them like water fasting diets. And even though people think the water fasting diet works, it actually sometimes can make you put on weight, because then your body retains water and then you have a lot of water weight, especially for women. That can happen a lot. So during your 8 hours, like I said in my first weight loss video, I would portion size my meals, and I would make sure that I'm eating things that are conducive to what I'm trying to do, which is lose weight. And it doesn't mean that you can't eat anything that you like. You know, with every diet or every lifestyle change, you have your cheat days. You have days where you can eat your, you know, your ice cream. But keep in mind, guys, everything in moderation, which means just don't overdo it. You can still have sweets sometimes. You can still have your rice sometimes. Just don't overdo it. Don't do it every day, or don't have a bulk of it all at once and think that the diet is going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. Doing your fasting time, I want to just be very, very clear about this, because I got a lot of questions on this fasting portion of it. While you're fasting, you cannot have anything with calories. Nothing, guys. This is the only way that this is going to work for you. You cannot have anything with calories in it. No fruits, no juice, no granola bars. Even if it's healthy, you cannot have it. No smoothie, no weight loss smoothie, no nothing. Because at the end of the day, everything has sugar in it. Sugar is energy, energy is fat. All of that stuff is, you know, all those things have calories in it at the end of the day. And you got to be mindful. Fruits are healthy, yes, but they have fructose, which is a type of sugar. It's still not going to be conducive to the intermittent fasting. So I broke this analogy down to one of my friends about the intermittent fasting. So pretend you have a car with 2 gas tanks. One is your main gas tank, and then you have a reserve gas tank. And intermittent fasting kind of works where once your body runs out of fuel in your main gas tank, it starts to pull from the reserved. The reserved is your fat, where it's burning all that fat, and you're not even doing anything. I lost 25 pounds before even hitting the gym. I didn't even do anything, because I was a full-time student and I worked full-time, so I had no time for the gym, honey. Like, no time. And I dropped 25 pounds within a month and a half just by doing intermittent fasting and calorie, you know, portion size, and, you know, watching the calories that I intake. So this works. You just have to know what you're doing. Keep in mind that almost everything has sugar. Now, the things that you can have while you're fasting, like I mentioned before in my previous video, all rules still apply, guys. The only thing you can have is black coffee, black tea, water. And I say black tea as in not legitly black tea, but tea with no sugar, no cream, coffee with no sugar, no cream. You cannot have that. Creamer has sugar in it. And honey, sugar. You can't put honey in your tea. Just nothing with sugar. Or, you know, if you're feeling like what I used to do to trick my mind. I know this is like fat girl stuff, but I don't care. I'm gonna share y'all a little secret. And what I did was I would chew on a little ice cube sometimes, or just like have a little ice cube and pretend it's something delicious. Hey, shoot me. I legit did that, and it helped me during the times when the first like week or two were really, really hard, because I'm a snacker and I'm a late night snacker. So I would want to have something to eat like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and I couldn't, because I wanted this to work. I wanted to lose the weight, and I couldn't do it. So I would do the little ice thing, and it worked. It worked for the time being. And as you go forward with the diet, it gets way easier to just stick it through, do what you gotta do, because you have a goal at the end of the day. So I was doing that. I was drinking water. Black coffee doesn't work for me. Black tea doesn't. Well, if it's green tea, I can do green tea, but you kind of build up a resistance against sugar after doing this, because let me tell you something, sis. Now, certain things that I used to drink before, like soda, I can't even drink that anymore. Like, it's like, ew, what's this? Ugh. It's gross. It's too sweet. It doesn't taste good anymore. It's just like, it's not for me. Your palate starts to change, and then you're starting to crave more healthy foods, as opposed to before the diet when you were craving sugar. and salt or whatever it was that you like, because some people have a sweet tooth, some people have, you know, salty taste buds, and that's what they like. So you got to remember not to eat the sugar, and you got to remember that reserve tank that I spoke about before, which is that, you know, that analogy from pulling from that reserve tank is kind of like pulling from your fat. And if you're gonna fill the tank back up with a granola bar, fruits, whatever the case may be, it's never gonna pull from that reserved. So that reserved is gonna still sit there, and it defeats the whole purpose of the whole intermittent fasting and weight loss. You won't lose the weight. The weight is like the reserved, and then you have your regular, you know, gas tank or whatever. That's the easiest way I can explain it, and the easiest way to, you know, break it down so that people can understand a little bit better. So like I said, only eating your 8-hour window. When you get hungry, drink water, drink black coffee, black tea, or just, you know, get some ice cubes. Like I said, with the trick that I did, it worked. It may work for you. Give it a try. Fasting also gives your digestive system a chance to rest, where you're not, you know, it's not trying to break stuff down. It's not trying to work hard, and, you know, your stomach gets to like shrink a little bit. Because I don't think people understand that when you eat a lot and you're eating you know, throughout the day, every day, like, and you're eating a whole bunch of food at one time, it can stretch your stomach out, which at that point your stomach, you're gonna get used to eating more food and more food and more food, and that's how you kind of gain weight, because your stomach is getting stretched. You're not used to smaller portions anymore, so now you need more food to fill that void, which is a bigger stomach. While you're intermittent fasting, your stomach is going to shrink down, and you're gonna see yourself wanting to eat less food, and it's not gonna be as hard anymore. So the next thing I'm gonna say is pick a time that works best for you guys. It could be any 8 hours of the day that you choose to have an eating window. Some people work night shift, like 12 midnight to 8 in the morning. If you wanna have your meals at that time and you fast throughout the rest of the day, while you're sleeping, you're still fasting. And you gotta do what works for you. Just make sure that you're not eating and then going straight to sleep, because that's not conducive to the diet. It's like pointless. And the key also to this diet, guys, is drinking plenty of water. Trust me, it helps. Like I said in the previous video, I did 2 liters a day, and that was enough for me, but it goes by, you know, different people, different needs. So consult with your doctor, your nutritionist, if you have any like health issues or whatever, just to make sure that it's beneficial for you. I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any further questions, I answer all my subscribers. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.